Gretchen thinks you're mad at her because she's running for Spring Fling Queen.
Oh my god, I'm not mad at her. I'm worried about her. I think somebody nominated her as a joke or something. I mean, nobody votes for her. She's gonna have a total meltdown. And who's gonna have to take care of her? Me.
So you don't think anyone will vote for her?
Katie, she's not pretty. I mean, that sounds bad, but whatever. The Spring Fling Queen is always pretty. I mean, the crazy thing is that it should be Karen, but people forget about her because she's such a... Gotta go. I'm going to bed.
Cassie decided to wake up at 4 a.m. that morning to get ready for school. She needed to clear her head. And for those 3 hours she spent getting ready, she only thought about one thing. But there was also something refreshing about the amount of time she was putting into herself.
Out of sight, out of mind.
She loved the ritual, the attention to detail, the anxiety and excitement she felt in her stomach.
Huh?
I said one more week of 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, huh?
Can't believe you're gonna be in high school.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
You excited?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I'm very excited.
In the article, Should You Be Yourself or Adapt to Your Audience? Ben Brierley talks about the authenticity in a workplace and how it connects to social media. In today's world, social media is a workplace for many people, especially influencers. Many influencers change their personalities to meet the audience's expectations, which could be kids, adults, or even teens. This means losing their true identity and who they truly are behind the screen, putting on a front for their audience. This article talks about the danger of constantly adapting to please others. When influencers do this, younger audiences often copy their behavior, even if it's not age appropriate. This causes kids and teens to grow up faster than they should, modeling behaviors meant for adults and people older than them. In this article, it talks about how privacy is related to how often a user uses an app. It explains that people who feel safer online engage more, even though social media platforms collect more personal data than most users realize, even if they feel it is safe. This raises concerns about trust, privacy, and safety. Social media shouldn't feel like a threat, and yet many users are constantly worried about how their information is being used. In this generation that is driven by technology, users should have better protection and transparency, no matter the app. In the article, How Using Social Media Affects Teens, Rachel MK explains that teens are becoming worse at in person communication and are more likely to compare themselves to others online. Girls, in particular, are more vulnerable to low self esteem because of unrealistic beauty standards. Filters, Photoshop, and AI make it more difficult to tell what's real and fake online, which leads to many teens feeling like they'll never compare. This constant comparison can affect mental health and identity development during a very critical stage of life, being a teenager. In the article, Listen Up, Ketanji Brown Jackson is speaking to you. Jackson refuses to write the way people expect her to. Her style is unique and different, and because of that, she's faced with intense criticism online. People mocked her writing style and used social media as a space to tear her down. This article shows how social media often punishes people for being different. No matter what you post, there will always be someone criticizing it. Because of this, many people are afraid to truly express themselves, and instead, they change who they are to fit in. Social media feeds us content that we've already agreed with, which makes people more close minded and less open to different perspectives and different people. In the article, Social Media's Impact on Young People's Mental Health, it looks at social media from an educational perspective. Schools have noticed major changes in students' behavior, motivation, social skills, and engagement. Teachers report issues with communication, well being, critical thinking, and even making friends and holding long conversations. Social media has made students more reliant on AI and technology to get their work done, which affects learning and effort. As a result, many schools are now implementing policies to protect students' mental health and encourage balance. Many schools have taken away phones, locked AI websites, and other apps. In the article, Why Do We Follow the Behaviors of Others? It explains why people feel such a strong urge to fit in. Social norms influence how we dress, talk, and behave. There are two types of them. The first one is subjective norms, which are pressures we feel from the people around us. And the second are injunctive norms, which are what society tells us is acceptable. Social media encourages both. Companies use these norms to market products, making people feel like they need a certain item just to belong. For younger people, especially, popularity often feels tied to having the right clothes, brands, or trends. This constant comparison leads to anxiety, low self esteem, and insecurity, especially when people forget that what they see online is only someone's highlight. In the article Overcoming Fake News in Health Through Social Media, it focuses on false information, especially in healthcare. Fake news about vaccines and medication spreads quickly online, and once people believe it, it's extremely hard to correct. Many people trust strangers online more than trained professionals, even when it comes to their own health. Social media platforms rarely promote positive fake news. It is usually harmful and fear based. This article shows how dangerous it can be when people don't question what they see online or take the time to verify information. In the article, Being Yourself Has Become Just Another Performance, it talks about how authenticity today doesn't actually feel authentic anymore. He uses Marilyn Monroe as an example, who was someone that became famous for a certain image, but eventually lost the ability to show her true self. People didn't want to see the real her, they wanted the version they were used to. Whalen explains that in a culture obsessed with being real, we actually fake our authenticity. We mask our imperfections, filter our vulnerability, and even plan moments that are supposed to be spontaneous. For kids and teens, this leads to creating a false self, a version of themselves that fits societal expectations rather than who they truly are. Social media has changed the way people of all ages live, but especially kids and teens. Putting our phones down even for a few hours a day could help rebuild real connections, confidence, and presence. Life on screens will wait, but real lives won't.